What is going on, Eagles Nation? Happy Thursday. Happy NFL schedule day. Bird Buzz, Views from the Link TV. Stephen Hellmann here alongside Tom Aresco. And schedule's coming out. We got some questions. We'll be talking about the schedule when it comes out.
Yeah, we always do a breakdown of the wins, the losses.
We love it.
You know.
And we usually, our predictions are usually like
really bad.
Really.
So you know, just keep staying tuned and hopefully we get it right. But
yeah,
draft, a week away.
A week away.
So scheduled day, and then the draft's a week away.
I'm so glad it's here.
Here come the takes, the Twitter takes. Win loss, what games we're going to, what games everyone's trying to go to, what games are going to be lit. Are we going to beat
LA
Dak
twice this year? That is like
they'll see if Dak gets on the double.
The double them up.
Yeah, that'll feel like
our bank accounts will hate us, but who cares? Going to both either way.
Would that be feeling like we're back home?
It would be.
Yep.
So
shout out to MVW.
Yeah.
A lot of
always.
I make.
We'll watch our Alshon Jeffrey. Your Alshon Jeffrey back home video. Use MVW song, local Philly rapper. Check him out.
Yeah. You probably saw him on the 94.1 spitting the freestyle about when we were playing the Bears week 2 and stuff. He's on the radio. He's on Comcast Sportsnet in Philly too. But yeah, we're the Alshon video. Yeah. It did pretty well for our channel, and I make video highlights too. This guy's music, and a lot of people hit me up and ask me what the songs are on Twitter. So it's good. I like telling people because he's a really talented dude, and go check him out. So
we'll put the link to his YouTube channel in the link for this video. You guys make sure you check him out because he's from Philly and he's just good.
Yeah, he's just really good. Makes really good hip hop music. Yeah. So anyone watching that likes rap music. Yeah. Go check this dude out and watch the Alshon back home video because you got to get hyped for Alshon. But let's get into the questions.
All right. First question from VL Ty asks. He asks thoughts on Eagles trading back for 2 second-round picks and drafting Kevin King first. So they trade back 10 spots, I guess, and then we get another first. So we have that pick and then a second-round pick. And in our second-round pick. That's what I'm assuming.
So would you? And then we get Kevin King in the first round, and also acquire another second-round pick.
Get Kevin King in like mid-20s, and then you get another second-round pick.
I would probably just rather stay where the Eagles are positioned, or move up to get a top offensive weapon.
Yeah.
In this draft, that's just like what I'd like to see them do. I'd be really excited if they moved back, got Kevin King. I'd like to see where they're going to go on offense after that. That would help, especially if Kevin King's really good. But I don't know about him. So I like these more guys that I know more, and I feel more comfortable.
I like the guys that they were talking about in January and February before they
even a year ago.
Before they did the bench press, before they ran the 40 time, before they ran through cones and all these Twitter videos. I don't care. I just want to see what happens on the field.
Yeah, exactly. So it's guys they were talking about for longer and that seem more worthy of top picks. I just want to get one of those guys.
As you would say, we don't want a guy that Aguilared his way up into the
exactly.
Justin 2001 asks, will Wentz have a season where he doesn't throw lots of interceptions? LOL.
Well, he's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
A lot of people point that out. But he's got to learn to protect the ball.
But also, I think nowadays people throw a lot more picks because it's just a passing league. So by volume, you're just going to throw more.
A lot of quarterbacks in the NFL, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, guys that have been successful.
Like Rivers has had some really good numbers, but he'll throw 14, 15 picks, but also throw like 38 touchdowns.
Exactly. Like it's just you get high touchdowns. You got to protect the ball in the NFL for sure. But I think the more glaring issue was the lack of positive because he was forcing a lot of balls. So guys get open more, guys make more plays. You won't have to force as much. So maybe you see around that every year, 14, 13 interceptions. But if guys make more plays, then you'll see 30 plus touchdowns, and that's that'd be unreal.
All right, next question. Philly Eagles Nest asks thoughts on McCaffrey being a 3-down back.
No. I do not think he's like a pure running back. Can he be on the field for 3 downs? Sure, because you can call plays that cater to him. What I don't think he is. I think there's a difference between 3-down back and workhorse back, or pure carry running back. Guy that can get 18, 20 carries on average, maybe even a little more per week.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 plus touches is a lot to handle for an NFL player, and that's just carries alone. And then you have catches and things. I do, however, think Christian McCaffrey could be a guy that gets 10, 12 carries in a game and then gets like 6, 7 catches, and that's a good workload. And I think he can be good on the right offense. Maybe there's another question about him that I could talk a little more about him, but we're going to move on to the next question.
Yeah, next question. What do you predict the season record would be if the season starts tomorrow?
Well, so no draft. I guess when the schedule drops, we'll see, because we will be making predictions and there won't be a draft yet. So I guess we'll see when the schedule drops. I can't really say right now, but we're going to see. I do want to go with 10-6.
I'm going to go 10-6 because we always do. Buckeyes 4.
We'll get it sometime.
Well, yeah. Well, 2015, you went 14-2. I went 13.
Yeah,
but we get overhyped with the video. It's hard when you take our
first year on YouTube.
That
wasn't really get.
But you get when you're looking at one game at a time, you're like, yeah, they can win this game. So then at the end of it, you're like, oh, crap, I got these guys going 13. 14. Anyway, next question. Buckeyes 42518 asks, who will have more tackles, Nigel Bradham or Jordan Hicks?
I guess Jordan Hicks. He's on the field every single play for sure. I know Nigel mostly is he should be, at least, because even when we go into the nickel and there's 2 linebackers on the field, he should be the guy out there. So, but I think Jordan Hicks, just because I just think he's become one of the better linebackers in the entire NFL, and I think Bradham's good too. So it'll be fun to watch both of them.
Next question, Too Fucking Tall asks, who are we taking at 14?
Wow, that's just a straight up question from my boy Kevin there.
Yeah, it's Kevin Kaiser.
Yes, it is.
He's very tall, man.
He's too tall, so. I think we're taking, it's tough. I really think they want, McCaffrey or Dalvin Cook. And I think that it's tough to say Dalvin Cook, but I just really do think that, guys will be taken, and I don't know, maybe they will go with a defensive player. I don't know. It's just
tough. It's going to be Cook.
Yeah, I would just take him because he's just a beast.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Cook or Corey Davis.
John Ross. Those are the guys. Mike Williams. I doubt we're gonna take Mike Williams, or that he'll even get to us.
I don't want Mike.
But I have a weird feeling Corey Davis might go ahead of Mike Williams. I don't know.
Corey Davis is a monster.
Yeah, he's just a monster. I think he's so good. I think he'll go in the
Someone
top.
tweeted out his stats, and I was like, good lord.
Yeah,
he
has
awesome.
19
touchdowns last year.
Any of those offensive weapons, that's who I want. So I want to believe that they're going to take them, but look out for cornerback and defensive end and even linebacker.
Speaking of that, that's great segue to the next question. That Ninja Zay asked, if the Eagles don't go offense, they have to take Foster if he's there rather than reach on one of the corners, right? I totally agree. If Reuben Foster's there at 14 and they're not going offense, grab him.
Yeah, if Reuben Foster's there at 14 and
it's a good point.
And guys are off the board on offense that you want or something or whatever, and you want to go maybe running back, look in the second, see if Dalvin actually does start to drop, and then maybe make a move up for him, or just kind of see if he drops all the way to you. And if he drops, a certain amount, then potentially, Joe Mixon is the guy that they'll target and pick him in the second round to be their every down back.
But he might slip even more after the reports that came out yesterday.
But those were they were recanted and apologized for pretty quickly. Which is pretty crazy.
It still deters teams, though.
Yeah, no, but I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get. I
don't think those reports have much validity, but I'm saying it still deters people.
We'll see what happens with him, but maybe they do just keep letting him fall, and who knows? But if they get Reuben Foster first, they're gonna have to make a move for a running back, because you just need a guy that's gonna come in and be able to make plays right away. And I don't think Ryan Matthews is sticking around. So starting running back has to be picked up in this draft. If not, then we're going to struggle with our running backs. They're just going to, but if we do get a good guy, then it can be a really good run game. So we'll see what happens.
This question's relevant too. That's Sean Flyers 88 asked our friend Sean Lacey. How you doing, Sean?
Nice.
He asked, do you think that Reuben Foster will be available at 14? And I don't think he will be.
No, I don't think so. I think that since he's the best linebacker, not only the best linebacker, but he seems to be one of the best players in the draft.
I don't think he's going to get past New Orleans. I don't even know if he'll get there.
Yeah,
but New Orleans and the Cardinals pick right in front of us. Both do. There's no way he's going to get
New
through.
Orleans. New Orleans, like that, like seems like if he gets there, there's no way that they let him like that's exactly what they're looking for is like defensive impact players and like. Yeah, they're probably looking for him or one of those safeties or just some big time playmaker on defense or Lattimore even. Like they have holes all in that secondary. They don't really have good linebacker play. So the Saints are a team that's just going to take the best defensive playmaker on the board. You can almost just like sniff that out right off the get go. Yeah. They have just an offense that goes nuts, and they just need to build that defense. So I could see that for sure. I could see them taking. Reuben Foster.
Yeah, all right. Next question. JBrad13 asks, do you think that we will trade Kendricks or Kelsey this offseason? Also, how much longer till Eagles football? Answer your last question. Too long.
Yeah.
But we're getting there.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there.
And I think Kelsey's going to be traded. If Kendricks doesn't get traded on draft day, I don't think he'll be. I think they're going to keep him. Yeah. Because they already owe him a lot of money. Yeah, and you might as well, and you have no depth. If you trade him, you have no depth at linebacker.
Yeah, I just feel like there's no. I don't think they're in a rush to get rid of either guy, Kelsey or Kendricks. I think that if the right offer comes along and it helps them in some way, then they'll potentially consider pulling the trigger. I know that's like a really boring, like walking on eggshells answer, and obviously it's kind of just playing.
I think they move on from Kelsey. I'm telling you. He's not the center. I want to move on because he's not the future at center.
It just doesn't make sense. It almost doesn't make sense to keep Jason Kelsey on the roster, and it's not.
And he has value to a team. He does have value. You're not going to get much for him, but I'm saying you'll be able to move probably the contract in full, and pick up like a 5th round pick for him or something like that.
Yeah, it's 100%. Look, the bottom line is it's not even about the contract or the money. Yeah. It's about getting guys in there that you have and starting to flip the line over. And like you don't want to. I mean, look, do you if you go into next year and you're getting rid of Peters and Kelsey who just started, that's just like not a smart decision. If you let Sayamalu get in there now, if he's the guy that you're going to go with, or Wiz for the next couple years, you see him as like, okay, well we'll have him for like 3 years because not every position is going to be perfect. Like having a solid vet in there for like 3 years while you find the next guy. It's not bad, and if Sayamalu is like your starting left guard and that's going to be your line, it's going to be your new left tackle or Lane Johnson. So have that, and then you have Sayamalu, Wiz, Brooks, and then offensive tackle, either whether it's Lane Johnson or the guy they draft. Yeah. And next year, then or if Big V takes strides to become that, or they need him to fill in for a bit, who knows? But the bottom line is. You need to start going toward that. Yeah. That just makes sense. It makes sense to not keep Kelsey just simply to get, another line getting used to just playing with each other and going 16 games.
Start transitioning,
Because those guys, they have the personnel and they seem to be high on Isaac Sayamalu being, a guy that they start in the future. So, I mean,
get him in there.
He looked ready last year when he got in there and
played every position on the line.
Except center.
Yeah, except for center. That's true. So he played that in college.
Yeah, so they could do either one. Or they could switch Sayamalu and Wisniewski and just get Sayamalu as the center of the future. Yeah. With Wentz, but I think that's something they'd consider. So
I think so.
We'll see what happens.
Next question.
I thought that was the last one.
No, there's like 3 more. Yeah, we got a lot. So we'll go through these quick. They're all good questions. Very good questions these weeks, guys.
Cool.
Very good questions.
We know we've had good questions for a while.
Veneri 16. Do you think the Eagles should try to trade with the Falcons for Tevin Coleman?
I don't think Tevin Coleman's available.
Yeah, I don't know.
They running good. They bring him in. I don't know why he would be available. Just could never see Atlanta trading him, and couldn't see anyone really giving value for him.
There's probably ask a lot for him.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a situation where it's like, no, you're not getting him because we want like a first rounder. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's like a starting runner. He's like a 1,000-yard running back.
But that 1-2 punch just works really good for him.
Yeah, exactly. They just might as well keep them. They're just beasts. Yeah. And if one gets hurt, then the other dude goes, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
they have insurance. They have 2 really good running backs, and that's
they got to keep that together for Matt Ryan because he's 33, so he has a couple more years left, but not like
Yeah,
they got to keep it together.
exactly.
Mark923 asks, if we draft a receiver, is DGB the odd man out?
DGB is a guy that you're probably going to see developed for another year with Mike Groh. I think that they're going to potentially bring in another receiver in the mid rounds. I really could see them doing that. One of those guys Wentz really likes, like Chad Hansen or Cooper Kupp, or like one of those guys he worked out with. They brought in Tywan Taylor the other day. Yeah. So I think they're targeting something like that. I really don't think they want to go receiver unless it's like one of the latter options in the first round. Mm-hmm. So I think they could bring in a mid-round receiver like that and have just to kind of develop him.
Yeah, they might have to roster 6 receivers next year.
And that's what you do. You just keep 6 receivers on the roster, and you just get because look, if Nelson Aguilar is still playing bad, you get the rookie guy in, or DGB or Jordan Matthews. You can.
I like keeping DGB to develop though, because he's not really costing anything.
Yeah, and he's like 23, 24. So it's like, all right, he's just young and cheap, and like he'll just grind. If he doesn't play well or like isn't doing anything,
that's the only way he's gonna get on the field.
And that's the only way he's gonna get another contract after his rookie deal is like, he needs to get on the field and make plays. Yeah. So he could be just a really cheap bad receiver the rest of his career, and that might be what he is. But at least he's in his like prove it years right now for cheap. So you can like, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to be a playmaker or not? So. Yeah, he's got Alshon to kind of study how he uses that big frame, and maybe he can give us 4 touchdowns this year or something.
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know what can happen. That actually was the last question. I lied. So thank you for joining us, guys. And the schedule's coming out.
It is
later today, and enjoy it because I'm going to be excited.
I'm going to be excited as well. I'm going to
planning vacation days.
Comes out 5.
Our time, 8 Eastern.
5 p.m. PST. I was trying to think how to say that.
Yeah.
But 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. Eastern, so everyone, I'll be at work when it drops.
You're going to go to Kansas for that game with Matt Hanna.
Kansas City?
With Matt Hanna. You got to link up with our friend Matt Hanna.
Shout out to
he lives in
my guy, MH.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call him. So, either way.
I'm just thinking about things, but anyway.
Schedule's coming out. You can see we're hyped up about it. We're passionate about it. We're Philadelphia fans.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
And that's what you guys are. So enjoy the day. Enjoy schedule day. And one more week till the draft. So we'll be talking about the prospects. And the guys that we pick. Yeah. That's going to be awesome. We'll see you for the weekly chirp, though. And we'll have a little more to say about the schedule there. So that's going to be fun next week, and that'll be that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you around. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk.
You heard the man.
There you go.
We heard.
Have a good. I can't wrap it up. There's too many things going on. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Goodbye.